Hi guys, Cinematic Recapped here. Before we start, warning. Spoilers ahead. Today, I'm gonna explain an American-British romantic drama movie, called The Holiday. Iris Simpkins is a society columnist for the Daily Telegraph in London. On Christmas Eve, she prepares a Christmas present for her colleague and boyfriend, Jasper, as she is madly in love with him. However, she does not give it right away because she feels that her boyfriend does not love her back. Shortly after, a co-worker announces that Jasper is engaged to another woman. That must have ruined Iris. Devastated to discover that he actually cheated on her, she quickly leaves the office and goes back to her cottage located in a small town. Furthermore, she also decides to get away for the holidays while crying non-stop all night long. Elsewhere, a Los Angeles-based movie trailer producer, Amanda Woods, also experiences unrequited love. She just breaks up with her film composer boyfriend, Ethan, after he admits to cheating on her. At work, she tells her friends that she needs some kind of vacation to forget about her relationship with Ethan. Therefore, Amanda looks for several vacation spots, until she comes across Iris's listing of her cottage on a house swap website. She then messages her, and both of them exchange information about each other's houses, which are clearly contradictory. They eventually agree to switch houses for 2 weeks starting the next day. Long story short, Amanda finally arrives at Iris's cottage, even though she has to walk a few steps because the road is very narrow. Apart from that, she also struggles to adapt in the small town. On the other hand, Iris happily settles into Amanda's large house, where she finds many luxurious amenities, such as a swimming pool and home theater, which she certainly doesn't have in her cottage. Feeling uneasy, Amanda realizes that she has made a mistake and plans to return home the next day. That night, Iris's handsome book editor brother, Graham, suddenly stops by Iris's cottage, and the two become acquainted. Apparently, he asks to spend the night after drinking too much at the local bar, which Amanda happily agrees. After they talk, Graham unexpectedly kisses her on the lips, then Amanda suggests they sleep together tonight as she does not expect to see him ever again. Unfortunately, they eventually part ways the next morning, despite having enjoyed their time together. Amanda goes to the airport while Graham meets his friends at the local bar for dinner. That evening, he is surprised to see Amanda at the restaurant who has decided to stay. The following day, Amanda wakes up and is surprised to see Graham is in the cottage. He tells her that she was really drunk and then asked him to sleep together last night. It seems that their relationship is getting closer over time. Over lunch, Amanda finally opens up her life to Graham, telling him that she has not cried since her parents divorced when she was 15. After spending some romantic time together, Graham drives her home, but she does not let him in. At that moment, Amanda thinks that their relationship is very complicated as she will be leaving soon. Despite what she just said earlier, Amanda keeps thinking about him, so she decides to meet Graham at his house. Once there, she is shocked to discover that Graham is actually a widower with 2 young daughters, Sophie and Olivia. Luckily, the kids are very happy to meet her, and they all enjoy spending the night together. After that, Graham says that he kept his daughters a secret because compartmentalizing his life helps him deal with the overwhelming responsibility of being a single working father. He also does not want to bring a woman into his children's lives, unless the relationship definitely has a future. As a result, they begin to think their relationship is more complicated than they can handle. Back in Los Angeles, Iris befriends Miles, Ethan's colleague who is dating an aspiring actress named Maggie. The two meet when Miles intends to take Ethan's laptop that was left at Amanda's house. One day while she is driving, Iris meets Amanda's elderly neighbor, Arthur, who looks confused on the side of the road. Hence, she helps the old man by bringing him back to his home. When they arrive, she is impressed to learn that Arthur was an Oscar-winning screenwriter from the golden age of film. To get to know each other better, both of them have dinner, where Iris tells him about her problems with Jasper. Because of that, a wise Arthur gives her a long list of movies with strong female characters to watch, so she can become the leading lady of her own life. Later when Iris visits Arthur, she finds an invitation letter from the Writers Guild of America that has been thrown away by Arthur. Out of curiosity, she asks him for permission to read the letter. Apparently, it is an invitation to him for his lifelong contribution to writing, but he did not respond to it because he was too embarrassed to walk with a walker. Because of this, Iris motivates Arthur to be the keynote speaker at the event by exercising with him, so that he can walk on stage without his walker. While Iris and Miles are in the video store looking for one of the movies on Arthur's list, they accidentally see Maggie with another guy. Miles is clearly disappointed in her and quickly returns home with Iris. To comfort him, Iris explains her problems with Jasper, and they eventually have dinner together to bring each other's spirits up on Christmas Eve. On the day of the screenwriters' gala, Maggie suddenly calls Miles to apologize to him, but he ends up refusing her apology. On the other hand, Jasper surprises Iris by showing up at Amanda's house. Because she still loves him, Iris almost forgives him and forgets their problems. However, when she learns that Jasper is still married to his fiancée, she kicks him out of the house and is able to forget him after taking the example of the women from Arthur's film. Afterwards, she comes to Arthur's house to pick him up for the event. At the gala, Arthur manages to walk on stage unassisted, and the event goes very well. Meanwhile, Miles is able to attend the gala on time and quickly sits next to Iris. He then asks Iris out on a date for New Year's Eve, to which she agrees and then kisses him. On the night before Amanda returns to Los Angeles, Graham eventually says that he has fallen in love with her. Although she does not reciprocate his feelings directly, both of them agree to try to make the long-distance relationship work. While heading to the airport the next morning, Amanda suddenly bursts into tears, unable to bear to leave Graham and her great vacation. Surprisingly, this is the first time she has cried since she was 15 years old. Therefore, she asks the driver to turn around and quickly runs back to the cottage. She then confesses her feelings to him, and they end up making plans to spend New Year's Eve together with his daughters. Several days later, Iris, Miles, Amanda, and Graham, along with his daughters, all happily celebrate New Year's Eve at Graham's house. Subscribe to watch more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.